Welcome to The Explainer. We love to break down big topics into clear visual guides. And today, we are unpacking the invisible engine that powers, well, pretty much all of our travels, the transport network. So you might think your vacation starts when you, I don't know, step onto the beach or finally see that famous landmark. But what if I told you it actually starts way before you even leave your house? It all begins with this vast, super complex system that makes the entire journey even possible. Right, we all tend to focus on the destination, don't we? But that's really only half the story. The other half is the journey itself. So today, we're going to dig into this really powerful connection between how we travel and where we're actually able to go. And this quote right here, it's basically the key to understanding the entire global tourism industry. Think of it like a powerful feedback loop. Better transport makes more tourism possible, which in turn demands even better transport. It's this cycle that just keeps going and going. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at why the way we travel matters so much. Then, we'll jump into the major modes of transport. We're talking the age of air, land-based journeys by road and rail, and of course, those adventures at sea. And to wrap it all up, we'll see how everything connects into one massive global network. All right, first up, how we travel matters. Look, to really get a handle on tourism today, you gotta go back and see how transport and travel have always been connected. I mean, this isn't some new idea. It's the very engine of the whole industry. And you can see this super clear pattern emerge. Every single time there was a big leap in travel tech, it unlocked a whole new era for tourism. Think about it. 1815, steamboats pop up and suddenly coastal resorts are a thing. Then, in the 1830s, that Liverpool to Manchester rail link kicks off the age of train travel. And not long after, by 1838, steamships are making these incredible long-haul journeys to India and the Far East in actual reality. Each one of these innovations literally made our world bigger. So, what does this all boil down to? One word: accessibility. That is the main job of transport and tourism. I mean, you could have the most stunning, beautiful destination on the planet, but if people can't get there, well, it might as well not exist as a tourist spot. It's that simple. No transport, no tourism, period. Okay, let's jump forward in time a bit to the mode of transport that really, truly globalized travel in the 20th century. Of course, I'm talking about the airplane. Now, if you just glance at this chart, you might think, air travel's not that big a deal, right? It only makes up about 12.5% of all tourist trips. But, and this is a big but, look closer at just the international journeys. All of a sudden, it's the undisputed king, accounting for a massive 40%. It is the way we cross borders and connect continents. You see, the real game changer with air travel wasn't just about speed. It was about how it completely blew up our whole concept of distance. I mean, suddenly, the most remote corners of the globe were within reach. Any journey, anywhere, could now be measured in hours, instead of days, or even weeks. That's just incredible. But hey, while planes are busy connecting continents, let's not forget that the vast majority of travel still happens right here on the ground. So let's take a look at journeys by rail and by road. When you're talking about land travel, you've basically got two main choices. On one side, you have rail. It's structured, it's super efficient for moving lots of people, and hey, sometimes the journey itself is the best part, right? But on the other side, you've got road travel, which gives you that unmatched freedom and that amazing door-to-door convenience. It's really the difference between a set, planned route and the wide-open road. And speaking of the open road, wow, the numbers here are just crystal clear. The private car is, by a huge margin, the most dominant way we travel for tourism. We're talking a massive 77% of all trips. And what that tells us is that freedom and flexibility, that's what most of us really value. And that choice, in turn, shapes absolutely everything, from the roads we build to the environmental footprint of our vacations. Okay, next up, let's talk about a mode of transport that's done something really interesting. It's blurred the lines so much that it's actually become the destination itself. Yep, we're talking about the modern cruise ship. I mean, cruises have totally transformed travel by sea. It is no longer just about getting from point A to point B. The ship itself is now this floating resort. It's an all-inclusive vacation where the whole point is the luxury and entertainment you get while you just happen to be moving between cool places. And here's something that might surprise you about the cruise industry.
It is incredibly concentrated. Just look at this. You've got two giant companies, Carnival Corporation and Royal Caribbean, and between them, they control something like 70% of the entire global market. That's a huge industry in the hands of just a few big players. But here's the thing, right? None of these modes, air, road, rail, or sea, exist in a vacuum. Of course not. They all form this complex, deeply interconnected global network that, honestly, we all use, probably without even thinking twice about it.
Just think about your last big trip for a second. Did you only use one kind of transport? My guess is probably not. A typical journey looks a lot like this, doesn't it? You drive your own car to the airport, then you hop on a plane. When you land, you take a coach to your hotel, and then you might even rent a car to explore the local area. It's this seamless chain all linked together.
And that chain, it is so important for the economy. This network is what connects all the tourism producers, the hotels, the attractions, all that stuff, with us, the consumers. You can almost think of it like the circulatory system for the entire tourism economy. It's absolutely essential for it to survive and grow.
So, we've seen how steamboats, trains, and planes each totally changed the game in their time, which brings us to today. With all these new technologies on the horizon, we're talking high-speed rail, electric vehicles, heck, maybe even commercial spaceflight one day. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What is the next great travel revolution going to look like?